Okay. This is now the end of my week. Treat this more as a diary input than anything. For myself, but also you guys can then see what's going on in my mind. I feel like this is so cool to be able to, force myself to sit down and talk to the camera 4 times a week. For some reason, I always, since I've started doing this thing with my boys where we have to post X amount of things every single day and every single week, for some reason I always leave the business videos last. I filmed 2 business videos on my business channel called Thirlwell Business, and I always leave those last. I mean, I'm able to get them done every single time, but still, like, why? I'm in a position now where I'm doing so much and I have so much going on. It's like my organizing and my decision making needs to be so on point so I actually progress. Otherwise, I'll just be stagnant. And I need to operate with such clarity because I have so much going on that I know exactly what I need to do every single time. And I've got 3 businesses. I've got my personal brand, I've got Summit, I've got my home service company, and then I've got Project Risk. So it's really 4 things I really got to focus on and put a lot of energy into. And, most of the times people have one, and, having one is really beneficial. But I've always said, like, today's world, it's very important you have, as an entrepreneur, it's very important you have like an entrepreneur's 9 to 5. And that's what my home service company is. It generates me cash flow, it pays for my bills, and it allows me to do what I need to do at all times. I got my car impounded today and I have to pay the government like $1,500, probably end up being like $2,000. But because I make so much from my home service company, I can still pay my rent, I can still do all those things, and I can still get everything I need to get done. But I need a dream. Something I could truly make generational wealth out of, and that's what I see Summit as. And then I need a purpose, which is what Project Risk is to me. And then I have to have a personal brand, because in today's world, if you don't have a personal brand, it's useless. It's like, why don't you? So there's a reason for everything and there's a purpose for everything that I create, but it means I have to operate with such clarity, because the reality of what I'm in is I'm doing everything alone. I don't have a business partner anymore, and I'm managing all of this myself. And there will be a time where I have team members and I have a team grown, but my home service company went through a huge shift where my brother left, who was the CEO of the company. Now he's gone. And I've got a close friend named Harry that's the PM, but it's still like now I'm so much more involved in that, and I'm so much more involved in making sure there's consistent money coming in. And then now I'm so much more involved in the agency as well, because it's only me with the ideation and the ideas and to create and pursue. So one of the things I want to get a lot better at is task delegation, and being able to find the people that can truly do what I want them to do, and also find the tasks that I want them to do, and figure out what the person has to look like in order to achieve that thing for me. Just got so much going on. I'm truly blessed to have so much going on and to be able to pursue so much and have so many passions. And I hope you guys have that degree of passion and that degree of, things to pursue, same as me. And though it's a lot, I'm grateful I get to have so many things to focus on and endless things to do. Anytime I finish a task, there's always another. There's infinite possibilities and there's infinite things for me to do and to actually, get done, to continue progressing and continue growing in this life that I've created. That there's endless things to do. There's endless work. And my time is I have the time for it. I'm not in a rush. So it's just about focusing on the compounding actions. It's focusing on the routine. Like today, yes, it's 12. I'm supposed to be in bed at 8 today so I can wake up at 4. But I'm just not going to wake up at 4 tomorrow. I'll wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. And I needed to clean the house. I needed to clean my space. I needed to make sure I was set for the week so I'm good and I don't have to worry about it tomorrow, and I can just work tomorrow. And that's an important aspect of my routine that I needed to get done. So I'm glad I spent the time doing that. I'm glad I'm ready to go into next week fully prepared. I've got my week prepped already. I've got the things I want to do outlined for each project and each company. I feel very focused. I feel very directed. My space is clean. My best friend is coming here in 2 days. He's going to be here on Tuesday, which is insane. Tuesday at 4 p.m. It's going to be nuts to be able to pick him up and show him around my city and show him the world that I've been living in. I can't wait. And I think that's going to be truly a pivotal moment where now I'll have someone by my side always to question and to ask and to continue to pursue this beautiful life that we are creating and together, especially as such close friends. I never thought at my age I would find, two of the closest friends ever, especially, them both being from London and meeting them by chance of going to a random mastermind in Marbella, Spain. It's just insane. The level of opportunity that I've been able to have at my age, and to go to all the places that I have, to go to Japan, to go to Bali, to go to Morocco, to go to Spain multiple times, to go to Paris, to go to London and give a speech in front of 60 people. It's been an amazing year. And I look forward to seeing what I'm able to create and what more I can actually do in this world. And the other night, I was at dinner with a friend of mine that makes about $75,000 a month through personal brand coaching. And we always have pretty good conversations. We laugh, we giggle, and I give him some into perspectives. But he was asking me, like, all your personal brand is just vanity metrics, though. You don't make any money out of it. And I'm like, he's sitting there saying he doesn't like looking at his DMs because it's so depressing. There's half-open conversations, just pitching constantly. And, I have people who message me saying, you've inspired me. You've changed my life. You put me on the right path. And to have that much of a blessing is just unreal. It's truly an amazing thing to inspire and motivate thousands around the world through just showing my story and purely documenting who I am. And I wouldn't replace that for anything. I think that's the value of a personal brand. And that's why I diversify myself so much in all the things that I pursue, because I don't want to use my personal brand to sell people and to make so much money. I mean, obviously it will make me money. That's just how it works. Attention is money, and it's a currency. But, for the sole focus of my personal brand to be inspire and to motivate and to help others, and not to say that having a paid method to help others is a negative thing. I don't think it is at all. I just don't think I'm ready for that yet. I don't want to start my consulting offer. I don't want to have thousands of calls with people every day, talking to them about their problems and solving theirs, when I still have so much in my life that I want to figure out and so many things that I want to do in my own. It's like I don't want to put that energy into others for a couple grand a month when I have so many things to build and so many things to pursue. I've got one consulting client right now, and every time we've only had 2 calls, and I've completely shifted him and I've completely helped him in his business, and he's already started booking more calls after not booking any. And to see, the level of impact I can have on an individual at my age just because of my personal experience is fucking amazing. But I don't want to sell. I want to be authentic, and I want to document my story in its entirety, and not cutting out the bullshit, not cutting out the headaches, not cutting out this or that because of what another thinks of me or because someone might not buy from me. At the end of the day, if you don't want to buy from me because of one thing I said or something that fucked up in my life because of my fuck ups, it's like at the end of the day, that's life, no one's perfect. Everyone can portray that they are and everything goes well 100% of the time, but nothing is. That's the beauty of life. Everything is up and down. Everything is a fucking merry-go-round. And for me to sit here and pretend like I know everything and pretend that everything that I'm doing is the best thing in the world and perfect, it would be illogical of me. It's not that I won't sit here and act like I know everything and make decisions like I know everything, because that gives me the best possible chance at winning in what I'm pursuing. But I have enough awareness to understand there's so much more for me to learn in this life and to grow from. If I could give a future message to myself, it's, for myself this week, it's to sit there and truly just look at the task list and just execute. Just pure and raw execution has shown so many results this month and in my life. So if I continue to do that, I will see the progress, I will see the growth, and I will see the beauty in it all. So just continue to do it, Going back getting out of monk mode this past 20 days, and now I'm going in and to back into the world, and I'm socializing again, and I'm interacting with women again, but I've truly found the routine that I love, which is that Monday to Thursday where I wake up at 4 to 8, and then I have the other 3 days where I think more creatively, I do more social things, I experience life a bit more, I step out of the boundaries, and I enjoy, and I breathe. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what the future holds, and I hope even though, these speeches, sometimes I sit here and I say everything that I'm doing and give you guys advice, I hope even if I throw in documents like this where it's just a personal diary, you guys get to get perspective on your own life and what you're doing and what you're pursuing and gain value from that. Because at the end of the day, that's why I document so you guys can see what I'm doing and see my fuck ups and see my victories and translate them to your own and bring them to your own life so you can succeed in whatever it is you are trying to succeed in. And thank you very much for watching. This is another week of Frost Thorwell. It's the end, and see you guys in more speeches next week.